Hi everybody, I'm Jenny of Pampering by LJ and welcome back to my channel. So it felt really good to get back in the swing of things this week. And as a result, I have some great news to share about me being back on track after a week of spring break. So let's go right into the meals that I had this week. The last 5 days, 6 days, 7 days have been very successful for me eating wise and drinking too. So let me show you back. Let's take a roll back and look into this past week. I'm going to use up some leftovers tonight and make a fajita chicken skillet. So show you, I've got some roasted chicken from last week, about 4 ounces there, 4 or 5 ounces that I've cut up. Of course, that's 0 Weight Watchers points. I have some sauteed red onions and bell peppers. And I'm going to give it 1 point for 1 teaspoon of the olive oil. I didn't even use that much olive oil, but enough that I'm going to count a point for that. And then I'm going to have avocado mushed up. That's 4 points worth. And then I've got 5 ounces of light, not 5 ounces, 5 points worth, which is 40 grams of my light shredded cheese. And then I've got 1 point's worth of light sour cream. I'll use 2 tablespoons. So it'll be an 11-point dinner. Once I get it heated up in this skillet, I'll show you what it looks like. Here's my finished project for 11 Weight Watchers points. And yes, you can make this a lot lower by not using avocado, not using sour cream, not using cheese, or using less of all of those items. However, it really tastes like chicken fajitas that you'd get at a Mexican restaurant, the way I make it, and it's just delicious. So it is worth 11 Weight Watchers points for dinner with all of these healthy things thrown in. Lots of vegetables, a lot of protein, great healthy fats. It's going to be a breakfast for dinner kind of night. Couple slices of Sara Lee toasted up with a couple eggs, a couple slices of this wonderful Adele's maple and smoked bacon, and that small avocado mushed up on top of my toast. Be a 10-point total. Show you it when it's finished. Okay, it's just like I like it. My eggs are soft, running over my avocado toast. It is actually 9 points because the chicken sausage is 3 points instead of 4. But total my breakfast of champions ready to devour for dinner. I tried a new recipe in my Instapot tonight, so it took me about, probably 45 minutes to make this. But I've got a huge pot. In fact, there's almost 10 cups of this mixture in here, and I know that because I just weighed it out in grams and everything so I could figure out my calculations. But I'm counting it as an 8 servings for this big thing of it. And I've already got one of my servings measured out here in my bowl, and it's topped with 28 grams of shredded light cheese. And so what's actually in this mixture is a mixture of ground chicken and lean ground beef. The original recipe was with a couple pounds of the lean ground turkey, but I substituted because I didn't have any lean ground turkey on hand. But I had some 99% lean ground chicken, and then I had some 96% lean ground beef that I used in here. Also, what's in here is, this makes like a goulash, but there's no noodles in it. What you're seeing in there is some shredded cabbage, like one of those coleslaw mixes. And then it's got a couple of diced up zucchinis in here as well. And then of course a bunch of seasoning and tomato rotel, or you could just use roasted tomatoes and onions and some tomato sauce. Anyway, it looks absolutely delicious. And what I'm super excited about for one of these large bowls, it is 5 Weight Watchers points. And that's mainly for that cheese that's in here, and then the ground beef that I use, that you can make this super low points, and this is a really large bowl. So super excited to have this recipe. If it's a winner, the next time I make it, I will definitely make a recipe video. And if I think it's great, which I'm getting ready to try it here in a second, and I'm going to let you know, I will post the written directions of the recipe down below this video. So I'll let you know. The cabbage beef cheese goulash is amazing. It's really, really delicious. So yes, you will be seeing the ingredients and the directions down below in the box, and you will also see sometime next time I make it, which it'll be a while because I made a lot. I will do a recipe video for it. Very, very good. And 5 Weight Watchers points. It's really delicious. It's Friday and I am home and in a regular routine again. So I just picked up my Instacart order from the grocery store. It was a little order, but I'm excited because it's Friday and I already have my meal plan ready to go for next week and my grocery shopping done. So I'm feeling like I'm getting a jump start on next week already and not having to do a lot of chores this weekend, like grocery shopping and meal planning, because I've already got the ideas down, have them all written down, did my little grocery order online this morning, went and picked it up. So that's a normal Friday routine that I'm glad to be back on track with this weekend. I want to show you these breakfast wraps that I've been into lately. So this is one of the extreme wellness wraps for 1 point. It's got a couple of scrambled eggs in there, some breakfast sausage, and 1 slice of Velveeta singles. And so it's 5 points. So I'm going to cut this open and show you the inside of this. So you can see that I've browned this one on the stove a little bit, but there's that yummy filling. 5 points for a wrap. Now what I've been doing is getting the mixed all ready to go with all the scrambled eggs and sausage and taking it to work. I just pop one of these wraps in the microwave for about, I don't know, 15 seconds. And then I heat up my filling mix in the microwave as well. Then throw my cheese on there, the eggs and sausage mix that I've had, and then wrap it up together. And then at school every day this past week, I have planned for one of these wraps for my breakfast at work. So it's about 5 Weight Watchers points, and it's really delicious, warm, and filling. And look how big that is. It's pretty big. Wanted to show you my Cobb salad that I'm making for dinner tonight. It's going to be 8 Weight Watchers points. In that big old bowl, you're going to have some chicken breasts that I've already roasted, and of course carrots, tomatoes, scallions. Here's where the points lie: in the cheddar cheese, the light ranch, some bacon bits, and some cottage cheese. But you'll notice I also have some eggs on there, lots of romaine lettuce. So it's going to be a great, delicious 8-point Cobb salad. Can't get an 8-point Cobb salad in a restaurant. Thanks for joining me on a look back at all the food that I had this week that I found was really successful. Now I do want to show you how I ended my week with blue dots. So I'm going to put that on the screen right now so you can see I had blue dots Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. That I didn't on Friday or Saturday, but I still tracked and I stayed in balance, and as far as not going overboard with my weekend. And then Sunday I earned another blue dot. So I felt really great about getting back on track after spring break. I do want to share my weigh-in with you. So I weigh in every Friday. I skipped last Friday because it was the spring break and I knew I was going to be up significantly. So I made the decision, and I told you that in my last video, not to weigh in last Friday. But this Friday, I did weigh in again, and so I'll put those results upon the screen right now. And you can see I had a significant gain, even though I've been back on track for 7 solid days, which tells you over spring break, the damage I can do in 7 days is significant, which makes a lot of sense because typically when I go on vacation or I overindulge for several days, I can put on 10 pounds very easily. Now, I didn't take it all off in 7 days, but I'm still working on it. But so we'll see how I go through this week, and next week's weigh-in hopefully will be a lot better. So thanks for joining me this week. I will see you next time.